Hey guys, I know it's been a minute since I did a video, but I was on the Jazzmasters and Jaguars Facebook forum today, and if you're not part of that, you should be. But it's really great. It's a great resource and great conversation place. So what I read about on there today was the argument between using a mastery bridge, which I have, and a vintage bridge. One of the 59, 60, 61, or even later 60s, but the kind of original bridge that was on those guitars. Which sounds better, which plays better, why should I use what. A lot of people kind of coming out to defend the original bridge, saying it sounds better, the overtones are better. And I was really curious, and I hadn't used it in a while because I have the mastery on this thing because I kind of need consistency for sessions. And I feel like I couldn't lay into the original bridge as much. Even people say if you get it set up properly, it won't come out of the saddles at all. It is true. If you set it up properly, it'll stay in place a lot better. But I mean, you can't lay into it like you would want to. You can't lay into it like you can on a Tele or a Strat or a Les Paul or something like that, where you can actually like lean into the guitar a little bit and know that it's gonna stay in place. So that's why I like the Mastery. It offers me a little more consistency. So what we're gonna do is a blind test between the Mastery and the OG. So I have the Mastery here. You can see that. We've got the OG here. I'm going to put both in the guitars. I have tools for setup. So we're going to make sure they're both intonated and they sound good. I'm not going to make one sound worse than the other. Same guitar, same setup. So what we're using is I have a Caroline Haymaker as an overdrive because I want to make sure we can hear overtones. So I'm going to play clean at first, going through pickup selections. Then we're going to do some higher stuff to just hear the higher notes, how those sound with this bridge and with the other bridge. We're also going to do behind the bridge stuff because that's one of the big things that people have mentioned. We're also going to do wavy bar stuff and see which of the two bridges, if they sound different, if one sounds better. So the chain for this is 59 Jazzmaster, cable, Haymaker to the amp, which is a reissue deluxe reverb. It's been in all my videos. I chose the deluxe for this video just because it's pretty industry standard. A lot of you guys have them. A lot of people have them. They're kind of flat sounding amps. They don't really color anything too much. And everyone knows what they sound like. That's more important than even them coloring anything. I mean, everyone knows what a deluxe reverb sounds like. They know what to expect. Volume on 3, both the bass and treble on 5. The other thing is I'm miking it up with the 57 because a lot of us do session work and or live gigs, and the 57 is kind of the industry standard. I could put a much nicer ribbon or a condenser, and maybe then you'd be able to hear a lot more of these nuanced stuff, all the little nuances, but I kind of wanted to go with like a really industry standard setup so that it's like if you go into a studio, they're probably going to put a 57 on your guitar. You go to a live venue, they're probably going to put a 57 on your guitar. Can you hear the difference with a basic, very standard run-of-the-mill setup? So let's go through both of these and completely blind and see if we can tell any sort of difference. I'm going to label them 1 and 2. I won't tell you which is which. I'm going to do a separate video, and I'll release that in a couple of days as to which was which, and I'll talk about my thoughts on it. And again, this is no bias. I do love the Mastery, but I'm a tone snob, so I want to find good tone as much as the next guy, so I'm not doing this to prove that Mastery is better or something. It's literally, I'm just as curious as you guys are, and I figured might as well do a YouTube video on this because I haven't seen any YouTube videos about this. So let's watch these, or listen to these audio clips, and then we will talk about what we thought. Hey guys, thanks for watching. So, quick disclaimer, the picture over both audio clips is my Jazzmaster with the mastery in it. That means nothing, don't read into that. That's just the photo I had lying around of that guitar. So, don't look at the photo and use that as a reference. It's listen to the audio. Decide which one you think sounds like the vintage and which one sounds like the mastery. And please leave a comment down below as to what you think. I'm going to release a video in the next couple of days that says which one was which. I think I learned a lot from this video, and I hope you guys do too. I hope it's fascinating, and stay tuned to find out which is which. Thanks, guys.